Excuse me, fellas.
What?
Excuse me, guys. This is tuna. See, I hate tuna, okay? I refuse to get stuck with tuna now. I mean, come on.
Hey, Leo, don't eat the tuna.
Oh, where were you? I just said that. I'm not eating this. I'm not eating tuna.
Good.
Come on, let's go back.
Hey, we're not going back, so just shut up.
Oh, sure. Don't go back. Okay, don't go back. That's it. That's what they want. Let me tell you, can I give you two guys a friendly piece of advice, okay? Don't ever go up to the drive-thru, okay? Always walk up to the counter. You know why? Okay. I'm gonna tell you. Okay. They you at the drive-thru, okay? They you at the drive-thru. They know you're gonna be miles away before you find out you got okay? They know you're not gonna turn around and go back. So they don't care who gets oh, Leo gets. Okay, sure. I don't give a I'm not eating this.
Welcome back, fam. Today's story is brought to us by the Daily Dot, and it's about a woman who showed up late to Taco Bell. A Taco Bell customer complaint has gone viral after an employee recorded the late night rant. The original video had over 20,000 views, and commenters can't get enough of the woman's remarks. In the video, posted by @tacohoeleess, an employee speaks with a customer who couldn't make the store's 4 a.m. closing time. The worker claims the woman tried to order 3 minutes after close. According to the caption, she believes she's speaking with the corporate headquarters. The TikToker wrote in a comment that he had given her his number to complain rather than the corporate customer service line. I'm gonna try my best to capture the arrogance of someone who shows up late and then wants to be self-entitled, right? I'm not gonna play the entirety of this man's videos. You should go and visit his TikTok. But if you haven't already, please feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. Let's try to grow the channel this year.
She tipped I was corporate and caused a scene because we didn't took her order.
I know the turnover rates there high because I go in there every single night around the same time. And I mean, it's just the fact that they couldn't even take my order. They at all. All they had was drinks. I mean, you guys lost out on business. We're hungry. We haven't ate all day. We probably would have bought like $20 to talk about. Just 2 people, maybe even 30. So, I mean, we're on the way to the other Taco Bell. I would like to be compensated for that, but
You know, if we had to summarize this for anyone who had just a speck of common sense, at 4 a.m., no one gives a flying f*** about your order, okay? If you feel the need to have an argument with someone who's gonna more than likely be preparing your food, you might want to seek psychiatric help. You might want to sit down with your priest, pastor, your shrink, whoever it is you unload your frustrations on, and really be honest with yourself, man. You got issues. Yeah, if you feel the need to be anything less than polite, then there's something wrong here. There's something wrong with you, right? There's so many things that could have went wrong here. All right, number one, anyone who's ever worked in retail, right? Anyone who's worked in retail or even fast food, 4 o'clock may be the closing time of this store, but hell, man, you're not getting out there. You're not leaving until like 4:30, 5 o'clock. Why, right? Why? Because who the hell's gonna wash these dishes, right? Who the hell's gonna wash these dishes? Who's gonna mop these floors? Who's gonna fold these clothes? You know, who's gonna count down the register, right? You know, this woman is completely oblivious to this, and she might not even have cared. She wanted her Taco Bell Grande, you know. She wanted her chalupas, she wanted her watered down soda, and her soft shell taco, okay? She wanted that, plus the mystery meat. She wanted that, right? She didn't give a damn who the hell she was talking to. She didn't care. So there's that. That's the first thing. Secondly, I'm pretty sure this ain't even the first time this dude has done this, right? He had it all laid out. He asked all the right questions to get all the right information from this woman so that she was under the assumption, so that she would be absolutely certain she was talking to someone in corporate office. He even had the background noise. You know, the constant tapping on the keyboard, you know, that reassurance that someone's actually logging in your complaint. To me, I believe that fast food workers or anyone in the food service industry deserves just as much respect as a nurse, teacher, you know, police officer. At least those guys are being paid somewhat what they're worth, or somewhat what they believe they're worth, right? It ain't the same with fast food workers or people in the food service industry, but mainly in Taco Bell, right? If we go to glassdoor.com, we have an idea of what they're being paid, right? Cashiers getting $11, shift leaders $14, and oddly, the shift manager on average gets like $13. Hell, I even went to another site, whereas the average pay for these sorts of employees, starting at $8 to about $13 an hour. Me personally, they're not being paid enough for me to argue with them. I can think back in my youth, getting into it with a McDonald's manager. Yeah. Like, why are my fries cold, man? Like, can I get some hot fries? Can I get them straight out the grease? Nah, you're gonna take what we give you, Or like, can I get a bigger slice of cheese on my fish fillet, And looking at their pay now, man, I think these guys got more than enough issues, more than enough concerns than a damn complaining customer. All right? So, there's that. Who the hell would argue with somebody who's going to be making your food, right? This makes me think of Tyler Durden.
He was the guerrilla terrorist in the food service industry.
Do not watch. I cannot go and watch.
Apart from seasoning the lobster bisque, he farted on meringue, sneezed on braised endive, and as for the cream of mushroom soup, well...
Go ahead. Tell him.
You get the idea.
The master of Code 9, right? Like, what's Code 9? I heard this once from Chad Dickerson. He told me that a Code 9 is when they about to mess with your food, right? You've been a butthead or a less than polite person. You're about to get that extra secret sauce in your food, or that extra grit that adds flavor to your burgers. They might drop your patty. You might get extra ice in your drink. Yeah, you might even get that added saliva that adds that extra flavor to your Pepsi. Whatever it may be, man. Like, why would anyone argue? I just can't wrap my head around that. These people quite possibly are gonna make your food. Why would you argue with them? It's beyond me, right? So, at the end of it all, the icing on the cake is she demands compensation for her gas and her time. You didn't beat the buzzer. You showed up late. You were late to the party and now there's no food. Everybody's gone, right? You were late to the restaurant. Whose fault is that? It ain't the restaurant's fault, but the audacity of this woman, the arrogance to demand to be compensated while in the drive-thru, mind you, or even over the phone, to demand to be compensated because you showed up late is ridiculous. And I think tacohoeleess even said, man, she ain't, in so many words, me paraphrasing, she ain't getting no gift card, man. In closing, I think stories like this is indicative of issues in society we just don't talk about. It's easy to say that some workers are pieces of trash, or maybe they could have did their job better. But when you have to deal with folks like this on a regular, arrogant, unsympathetic, irrational people, eventually it takes its toll on you. So, there's that. Don't be a butthead to people in the drive-thru, all right? Maybe you don't get enough napkins. Who cares, man? Just keep it moving. And that'll do it for tonight's story. You guys have a nice one. Be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe button. Thanks for joining us. Peace.